Hey folks, this is Uncle Duma coming at you once again from my hidden bunker deep within the bowels of the city. And this story was kind of put on my Facebook page by an old friend of mine who knows that I really hate stories like this. Because it gets my blood boiling, and, you know, this is just one more distraction from my webcomic, Akuma Hime, Princess of the West, link down below. But in this story, which is posted on Raw Story, a teacher in Georgia, in the city of Dublin City, made a few controversial statements to her students regarding President Barack Hussein Obama and his religion. She essentially stated that President Barack Hussein Obama is not a Christian, and that anyone who voted for Barack Hussein Obama isn't a Christian either. Now, let's ignore the fact that 73% of people within the United States identify themselves as some kind of Christian. Let's ignore that statistic because, you know, while this is a secular nation, the predominant religion here is Christianity. So if Barack Obama was going to be elected by somebody, it's going to be elected by who? Okay, very good. I'm glad we're up to speed here. Now, of course, the woman happened to be married to a member of her school board. And so when the parents complained about this and they brought it to the attention of the school board, guess who was there sitting in the meeting supporting his wife? That's right, the member of Mr. Perry, who is the husband of Nancy Perry. Yeah, no shenanigans there. No inappropriate behavior there. Not at all. In the city of Dublin. It's not Dublin, Ireland, but still in the city of Dublin. So, I'm kind of glad. But it eventually went up the food chain, and the parents complained to the superintendent of the school board of that particular area. And the NAACP got involved. Which, you know, should have really made the Perrys happy about that. But I kind of like the way the superintendent handled it in the sense that he didn't fire her. Because if he fired her, what would have happened is he would have created yet another Christian martyr being persecuted by the political elite, who then would have had another GoFundMe account like Miracle Pizza and Flowers by what's her name, that grandma or whatever. And here's the funny thing. Well, not funny, the tragic part of this story. You know, she would have become another martyr. She would have been given another crowdsourcing account. And essentially, she would have become an overnight millionaire. Why? Because she told the truth about the President of the United States not being a Christian, as if that made a difference as to whether or not he could do the job. So I have to ask people this question. What right do you have to sit in judgment of whether or not someone is a true Christian or not? What gives you the authority to say someone is a Christian or not a Christian? Because Jesus never said, they will know you're my disciples if you only vote for Republicans. Doesn't necessarily fit the scenario there. Where does it say that Jesus will only consider you his disciples if you don't vote for the black man in the White House? I mean, never mind that there's so many issues that we're having with fundamentalist religious right fanatics. You know, they don't even bother to read their own book. They don't even bother to listen to the words that are coming out of their mouth, or even listen to the words of their founder. They don't think about that. Now, but Nancy Perry is so fortunate that she does not have me as her boss. very fortunate. Because like the superintendent, I wouldn't have fired her. But I would have given the students an opportunity to transfer out of her class. Just go ahead, transfer out. I'll honor all transfer requests. You'll be able to put in a new class by the end of the week. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of you. Then I'll say this to the parents. If you want to transfer your children into the class, I'll allow it. I'll honor all transfer requests. She'll get the stupidest, dumbest kids that could possibly exist on the face of the earth, because you know the stupid parents will be putting their kids in there, and the apple doesn't always fall far from the tree. Keep her around. Let her languish for a while. And another thing, I would not accept her resignation under any circumstances. I want her right there. I want her to stick around, and I want her to honor her contract. And I'll even offer her a new one every period that they allow a contract. Why? Because I want her to understand that her words have consequences. Firing her and making her lose her job will only reinforce bad behavior. The way you deal with stupid is you make it die a slow, agonizing death. Anyway, those are my thoughts about it. This is Dumac the Artist signing off. Sunshine Falcha. Have a nice day.